Thank you guys for being here. The Williams County Sheriff's Office has worked relentlessly for the last 6 days, almost 7 days, in the disappearance of Mark Yarborough in eastern Williamson County. He disappeared on July the 27th of 2020, the last time someone saw him alive. As of 10:30 this morning, deputies with the Williams County Sheriff Department have located a body in eastern Williamson County that matches the description of Mr. Yarborough. We have not confirmed his identity just yet. At this time, the events surrounding the death of potentially Mr. Yarborough are being considered suspicious. There are unanswered questions that exist, and we need the public to give us a call, particularly anyone that has seen or spoken to Mr. Yarborough leading up to July the 27th, which would be last Monday. We're particularly interested in anyone that spoke with him last weekend to try to find out his location, his whereabouts leading up to him being last seen on County Road 327 in eastern Williamson County. At this time, we have interviewed several people that has spoken with Mr. Yarborough. However, we do need to solicit anyone else that may have spoken with him to help solve some of the questions that we have related to his disappearance. As you guys know, you've been covering this story. There's been a tremendous amount of help that's helped us. There have been the volunteer rescue groups. I think some of them to mention are Texar, Team Texas Canine EquiSearch, many volunteers that just volunteered their time to come and look for Mr. Yarborough. The Texas Department of Public Safety aircraft section and the Austin Police Department aircraft section have spent hours flying over the terrain. The area where we have found the body is very heavily wooded. It's pretty bad terrain. It's rough out there. So they did a great job. They spent a lot of time, their own time, out here trying to help find Mr. Yarborough. Hopefully we were finding him alive, but unfortunately we believe that we're not going to find him alive any longer. So that's about all I have as far as right now. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask any questions. If I can answer them, I will at this time.
Did the body have any signs of trauma?
At this time, I can't answer that question.
Who found him?
Deputies with the Sheriff's Department. This morning, as with every day, we've been searching for Mr. Yarborough. This morning at first thing, we sent a crew of K9 and some other deputies out to a certain area that we had questions about, and they managed to find him off of County Road 328 in a heavily wooded area.
Is this area part of the property of the friend where his car was found?
It is not.
Can you say how far off the road he was found?
He was probably 400 to 500 meters.
Can you say why y'all are regarding the death as suspicious?
Well, there's a lot of unanswered questions at this time, particularly with the events surrounding the last time anyone saw him. So until we can get the autopsy returned back to know exactly what his cause of death is, then we are talking with a lot of people, investigating everything that we can to learn what happened.
Did that go to Travis for the autopsy?
I believe it did.
Yeah. What do you think the turnaround time on that
I do not. Most of the time, the suspicious deaths are priority on the autopsies with the ME's office.
Did Mr. Yarborough work or was he retired?
I believe Mr. Yarborough was, I believe he was working.
What kind of job, can you say?
I believe he was a massage therapist.
And from Austin, but lived in Austin previously, but when he was living, but was visiting somebody in Taylor?
He does live in
Ranger,
Austin.
Excuse me.
Mr. Yarborough lived in Central East Austin.
Okay.
Are y'all saying yet why he was believed to be in that area? Was he visiting a friend?
That's our understanding. He was visiting friends. At this time, if we have anyone that has information on Mr. Yarborough, please call Williamson County Criminal Investigations Division. The phone number you could call is 512-943-1313. Detective Parks is the detective assigned to the investigation, and also Detective Pena.
Do y'all have any idea how long he might have been dead if we found him?
At this time, I can't answer that question.
And first names on Parks and Pena?
Pete Parks and Rudy Pena.
Okay, thank you.
We're sorry that we were unable to find Mark alive, but again, thank the volunteers that helped in the relentless search that's been going on now for 6 days, both day and night. It's not the resolution that we wanted, but the investigation is just beginning.
Can you say why you ended up searching the area where he was found? Did you have a tip?
As far as the search, we decided to, I guess, do a more thorough search of some areas to where we had 2 tips of people that may have seen him. So we decided to reconvene out there this morning and to thoroughly cover one particular area where we did indeed find a body.
These people, the tips, did they see him walking, can you say?
At this time, I'm not at liberty to say that.
Earlier, the sheriff put out a plea for if anybody had any game cameras or surveillance video. Did any of that help with the discovery today?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
That did not have anything to do. It was purely on the good work by the deputies that were out looking for him. All right. That's all you guys have. I appreciate you being here.